mega build. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks for joining in. We're going to go ahead and check out my new mega build settlement here in Far Harbor. We're going to go ahead and take a look. As you can see already, you can see the building in the background there. We've got a mega Killbox going on right here. We've got my buddy Nick walking around. As well as you can see, we're using some of the concrete kit to build the mega settlement. Now, this is my first mega settlement build in Far Harbor. It's a lot of fun. The new Far Harbor expansion is a big thumbs up, home run out of the park. Pretty amazing. Now, you can see we've got this blocked off in case we do get attacked. We've also got a powered door here that we can come in. We want to keep people out. We can go ahead and flip that switch. And you can see the power runs itself up into our big mega build up there, which we'll take a look. I've just got some random things down here, some vendors. We've got some corn going, and also we've got a sky garden going as well, which we'll take a look at.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
And we're also, as you can see here, is we're running power from over there across, and then we're splitting the wires, as you can see, with redundant power to the Killbox. All right, so let's go up here and let's take a look at the Killbox. Like so. And you see we've got double heavy lasers here. We've got some rockets, a couple of rockets. We've got heavy machine guns. And you can see we've got it all tied together, which is an awesome view of the road here. So if anything comes along the road or attacks from that side, it is going to get destroyed. Now, one of the great things about the Kismet Killbox is it's on a very slim platform. And when you're firing this way, it's going to get destroyed. But if anything comes from behind, these turrets are literally going to turn around and be able to fire down on anything that is attacking, that happens to come from the other direction as well. That's what makes the Killbox so awesome, or the Kismet Killbox so awesome. Now again, notice how I'm using a couple towers here, like 3 towers to hold that power up off of the ground. So if it does get damaged, I don't lose power. Basically, it's a less chance of it getting damaged up that high. All right, let's go ahead and just jump down. And let's go walk through the rest of here. You can see I've also got a place to build robots. I've got a few robots here hanging out. And of course, I've got some power running all the way down to the electric door from up here. All the power runs from the very top. Now, I've also got a pressure plate here. When you run through the pressure plate, so nice. It takes away your radiation. And we go right up here. Notice another powered door here as well. We built them a nice bunkhouse out of the concrete kit. The concrete kit, I think, is like the best building kit in the game. They did an amazing job. I hope they go back and retroactively apply it also to the steel and the wood, so you can actually set it into the ground and you can line up the steel platforms and whatnot and have rounded steel instead of just rounded concrete. That would be cool. Now we're going to go up to the next level, and this is what I call the sky garden, where you can use these little things here that are on the bottom here called a garden plot, and you can put about 6 of each thing on there. So 6 mute fruit, 6 corn and whatnot. And of course you can try to jam a few extras in there, which you can do, but I like to plant them in groups of 6 because when it comes to mute fruit, 1 person per 6 mute fruit, or 1 person per 12 of everything else, like 12 corn or whatever. So you put down 1 plot, you put 6 corn there, you put down another plot, you put 6 corn there, you got enough for 1 person to actually farm all of that. And with mute fruit, it's just 6 mute fruit because it's worth 1 food unit, and they will farm all of that as well. Now also, if you look over here, we've got some lights, so when it does get dark, we can see all of our plants. And we're using the new fusion generator. Now the fusion generator uses a lot of aluminum, it uses a lot of materials, but it's worth 100 power. That's also part of the Wasteland Workshop on top of the concrete kit as well, which is really, really cool. Now we're going to go ahead and go up from here, and we're going to go up into my level. This is where I hang out. And you see I've got myself a bed here. I've got myself a place to modify my weapons. I've got a place to fix my power armor, which I'm currently in. Just rocking the T60 for right now. Eventually I'll get the other armor. We've got a nice chemistry station. We've, of course, got the bobbleheads. Of course, I have some of them back at Sanctuary I've got to get and put back in here. I've got a cabinet. Notice I just got it called storage. Now, this is for my miscellaneous stuff. The stuff that I'm not going to really do anything with, I just throw them into that miscellaneous. Now, here's a little trick, though. It is a little immersion breaking, that you can use a garden plot, and then from that garden plot, you can put a water pump there. Now, that water pump, what's going to allow you to do, I'm going to get out of my power armor. Again, this is all concrete kit here from the Wasteland Workshop. What you can do is actually sit here, and you can actually drink out of that pump. And if you notice the little dot, the little water drop at the very bottom there, and that little red bar at the action point, if you notice that, notice how it just went up a little bit and that little thing went away. So you can actually drink out of the water pump and get purified water. Now also over here, you see I've got something for food. One of the things you really want to do is make a lot of food. You do not want to put your dirty water into the workbench. They will drink your dirty water, which is one of your rare resources in the new survival mode, and also here in Far Harbor as well. And you can see I've got some food that I cooked in there that I keep in case I need, or some Nuka-Cola that I have around there. And I've also got a whole bunch of armor in here that I saved for my settlers, that I'm going to give them a whole bunch of combat armor, as well as my provisioners as well. I'm going to put those in there. Now, I've got my cooking stove as well. I like to keep this. I call this the quick shop. You'll see these kind of scattered around my settlement. So if I just run up in my settlement, I can put everything in there and then just run out without having to come all the way up into the settlement. Now, this is my level. Again, this is where I chill out. This is where I usually come back to. This is my kind of my home base right now in Far Harbor. I may move my home base in the future. Now, here at the top level here, we'd use the new barn kit. So as you can see, we can go in. We can close. We got a double door here, which I think is really cool. I really like the double door thing there. And we got 2 entrances up here. They can come up this way, or they can come up here on the side. As well as I got a little place for dog meat, and of course the chill zone. This is where my settlers come out. They chill out after they've had a hard day of work. And then of course we've got a loft here. I got a whole bunch of lights, kind of sending out light so you can see it in the dark, which is really, really cool. Now from here, what I'm going to do is jump down here, and I'm going to show you something I did. Hey, thank you, OG Calais for life. Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. Now, one of the tricks I was talking about on the stream yesterday is that what happens is when you send something from here and you send it to something wireless, like one of these power pylons, it actually will continue the power on. So your power will actually still light up even though you don't want it to, right? So what you do is you use something that doesn't send out wireless power, which is your radio beacon. So you run the power to it, and then what it will do, Mason Flooded, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, coming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. So what it will do is control your power. It's Preston Garvey. Again, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, become part of the Kismet team. Show them lots of love in the chat, everybody. So basically what I did is I ran the power first here so I can control the power. Because what I want to do is turn the power off. All the lights go off. The doors now are closed. See the door way over there? That door is now closed. And this door right here is closed as well. Damn, Daniel! Great job for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. Notice all my lights are off. Whoa, Lula 90. What is going on here? We are absolutely getting a follow train going on. Whoop, whoop. Thank you so much. I do remember you. It's Preston Garvey. Thanks for all the quests, man. Thanks for all the quests. So thanks for hanging out in the stream. So notice that I can control the power from up here. So if they do attack, I can close that door. The only way they can get here is to run around that way and get destroyed by the Kismet Killbox, or to run around the long way there and get destroyed. They cannot get in my my area, by the way. They cannot get in there because the door automatically closes. I'm going to go ahead and flip that switch again. Watch as the doors open up, and the door over there is open up. So you can completely control those power doors in case you happen to be at your settlement and is getting attacked. You can flip those doors and lock the doors so they're stuck outside of your settlement. And of course, your settlers are going to get up there and just snipe them. And of course, your Kismet Killbox is going to take them out as well. Now, if you do want, for whatever reason, I don't know why you would want to, but if you tie it into here, Fallen Delta, thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, becoming part of the Kismet team. Welcome, welcome. Now, if you do want to control your turrets, you still have the option. You can just turn your radio beacon off. Now, all my turrets went off. Now, why you would want to do that, I have no idea, but I like to keep that power of the turrets separate from the power of everything else in my building so that I can turn all the lights on. I can open up the doors. I have complete control over both of those. So that's a bit of an advanced power stuff there. Now, if you're using one of these fusion things, it is worth 100. Whoa! Wow! Thank you so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing the follow button, and becoming part of the Kismet team. You guys have got the awesome follow train going on here. Oh, we failed to help 10 Pines. But there we go. So that is basically my mega build here at the Dalton place here in Far Harbor, at the Dalton Farm in Far Harbor. One of my very first ones here in Far Harbor to be mega build. Okay, now what is a mega build? What is the difference? Basic build, you just throw down some sleeping bags, you throw down just some basic mute fruit, some water, just enough to get your settlement going, of course a radio beacon, just to get enough people to build up your settlement, right? 10, 15, 20, how many ever you can build it up to. Then from there you go for super build, which is basically taking it to the next level, build them a nice house, give them some nice beds, make sure you have a lot of defense, and then start to make it profitable, whether it's food or if you're farming purified water, which you can see in the back here that we're doing a little bit of purified water. right back there. And eventually we're going to go ahead and spread that purified water all the way around there. And we'll be farming a massive amount of purified water, which will make us up to hundreds of thousands of bottle caps every few days in game once you have that all built up, which is pretty awesome. All right, now what is a mega build? Well, a mega build is when you build something for cosmetic reasons, right? It's not just building it just for defense, or not just building it for when you're trying to make money. It is something like this, where you build it up and you actually embellish it, and you make it not square, you make it rounded, and you really put a lot of time and effort into it. That's what I call a mega build. Nick. So thanks for watching this video, and I appreciate everybody hanging out, and I will see you guys in the next one.